So we went ahead and we created our own accessible controllers for really less than $20.
We engage in what we call disability-centered design. That is that we want to place disability at the center of how we think and how we design.
As a wheelchair user, a lot of things the lab is developing are like really essential, like for example, rain covers for wheelchairs. That would personally be a massive thing for me.
In a lot of ways, we're trying to disrupt the disruptors and really bring our community into this environment by centering the design around disabled individuals.
I came to UC Berkeley in 2016 with a mission to really try to unite the creativity and the brilliance of Bay Area disabled communities with students and the faculty and the scholars at UC Berkeley, together with the technology and some of the funding sources that might be found in Silicon Valley.
This doesn't just mean disabled people in general, but this also means people who are disabled by systems and institutions, such as other folks in the marginalized communities. So when we're designing, we're also thinking, hey, how much is this gonna cost this person? How can they make this themselves without having to spend $1,000 to $1,500 to make it? And we make open source technologies with a budget of less than $50 a lot of the times. And we ask our lab fellows, we say, hey, this is what you got. This is what you got to do. This is, make it.
So this is our positive air pressure respirator project. Essentially, Professor Nakamura tasked our team with creating a respirator that can be used during fire season to filter out harmful PM 2.5 and PM 10 particles for disabled users who can't use N95 masks.
And so that's another reason for this lab, is to give those disabled makers a place to be able to make and hack.
Disabled people are often the original hackers. Like, you go to a disabled person's house and you'll see all these different life hacks that they've done, because the world's really not designed for them. Things are designed for able-bodied people. Everything from chairs to tables to spoons to computers.
A lot of accessible video game controllers can cost anywhere between $500 and up. Xbox created this adaptive controller right here. However, as you can see, these are all the plugins you need to even make it work. So this by itself costs $100, and then this costs another $100 if you want to be able to play your video game. So you're looking at least $200 to really play anything. So we went ahead and we created our own accessible controllers for really less than $20.
Our problem, though, is that we are now in this generation where there are these really cool hacking tools out there, but often they're designed for the prototypical hacker, which in many people's minds is the sort of 20s to 30s cis, white, heterosexual male who speaks English and is able-bodied, able-minded. And so how can we sort of hack the hackers? How can we disrupt the disruptors? This way of trying to get in so that we can take those hacking tools and use it to expand. So part of our journey too is to be hackers in the literal sense, is to figure out how to circumvent and open up those technologies. And I really like to think that we're getting back to the original days of Berkeley, where you had Berkeley hackers working in their basements or out of their garages, doing cool things that 30 years later have become pivotal to our world.